Hey everyone, and welcome to Listopia. Today we're diving deep into the world of survival, but not in the usual way. We're tackling 10 deadly survival myths that could mean the difference between life and death in a critical situation. These myths have been passed down through generations, often appearing in movies and TV shows. But let me tell you, real survival is a different beast altogether. So whether you're a seasoned adventurer or just someone who wants to be prepared, buckle up because we're about to separate fact from fiction and equip you with the knowledge to survive. Remember, surviving the wild is all about staying calm, assessing your situation, and using your head. Let's get started. Now you're stranded in the frozen wilderness, the wind is howling like a banshee and your teeth are chattering. You might be tempted to think, a swig of whiskey will warm me right up. It's a classic survival myth, but let me tell you, it's a dangerous one. Alcohol might make you feel warm initially, but it's a deceptive warmth. In reality, alcohol dilates your blood vessels, sending warm blood rushing to your skin's surface. This makes you feel hotter temporarily, but actually accelerates heat loss from your core, putting you at a higher risk of hypothermia. Think of it like this. Your body is like a furnace, and your core is the fire. Alcohol is like opening the furnace door wide open. You lose all the heat and the fire starts to die down. Remember, in a survival situation, staying warm is crucial. Instead of reaching for that flask, focus on layering up, finding shelter, and staying hydrated. Trust me, your body will thank you for it. You're lost in a snowy landscape, desperate for water, and you think, hey, snow is just frozen water, right? Wrong. This is another common survival myth that could land you in hot water, or rather icy trouble. Eating snow for hydration might seem like a good idea, but it can quickly lead to hypothermia. Why? Because your body needs to expend a tremendous amount of energy to melt that snow and bring it up to body temperature. It's like trying to heat your entire house with a single candle. It's just not efficient. Plus, eating large amounts of snow can lower your core body temperature rapidly, putting you at risk of hypothermia. If you're in a snowy environment, melting the snow before consuming it is always best. Find a safe way to melt it, whether over a fire, using a portable stove, or even with sunlight if possible. Remember, staying hydrated is crucial, but not at the cost of your core body temperature. Imagine this. You're trekking through the jungle and bam, a venomous snake strikes. Your first instinct might be to suck the venom out like they do in the movies. But hold on, that's a Hollywood myth that could do more harm than good. First, attempting to suck out venom is often ineffective. Venom spreads rapidly through the lymphatic system, and by the time you react, it's likely already circulating in your bloodstream. Second, cutting the wound or attempting to suck out venom can introduce bacteria and increase the risk of infection. Plus, if the person sucking the venom has any cuts or sores in their mouth, they could be exposed to the venom themselves. So what should you do instead? First and foremost, stay calm and immobilize the affected limb. Try to keep it below heart level to slow down the venom spread. Next, loosen any tight clothing or jewelry that might be restricting blood flow. Then, call emergency services or get to a hospital immediately. Time is of the essence when it comes to venomous bites. Picture this. You're stranded in the wilderness. What's the first thing you prioritize, food, shelter, or water? Many people believe finding food is the most critical task, but that's not always the case. Remember the rule of threes. You can survive 3 hours without shelter in extreme conditions, 3 days without water, and 3 weeks without food. While finding sustenance is essential, it shouldn't be your immediate priority, especially in harsh environments. Your first order of business is securing shelter. A well-built shelter protects you from the elements, sun, wind, rain, and cold, which can drain your energy and lead to hypothermia or heat stroke. Once you have a safe haven, focus on finding a water source. Dehydration can set in quickly and impair your judgment, making it harder to make rational decisions. Remember, prioritizing your needs based on the situation is crucial. Don't let the misconception of food scarcity cloud your judgment in a survival scenario. We've all seen it in movies. Survivors building elaborate log cabins in the wild. While that might work on the big screen, in reality, building a massive shelter is often unnecessary and can even be counterproductive. Remember, The goal of a survival shelter is to regulate your body temperature and provide protection from the elements, not to win an architectural award. A smaller, well-insulated shelter is far more effective at trapping your body heat and keeping you warm than a large, drafty one. Think of it like this. Would you rather heat a small room with a cozy fireplace or a massive hall with a tiny heater? Focus on creating a compact shelter that fits your body size and uses natural materials like leaves, branches, and debris for insulation. Remember, practicality over aesthetics. A small, efficient shelter will be your best friend in a survival situation. Here's a classic survival myth. If you encounter a bear, play dead. While this strategy might work for some bear species, it's crucial to know the difference. When it comes to brown bears or grizzly bears, playing dead is the last thing you want to do. These bears are more likely to view you as a threat, and playing dead might just convince them you're an easy meal. In such encounters, try to make yourself appear larger by raising your arms, making noise, and slowly backing away. However, if a brown bear or grizzly makes contact, fight back with everything you've got. Aim for the eyes and nose. These are sensitive areas. On the other hand, if you encounter a black bear, the play dead strategy might be more effective. Lie flat on your stomach, protect your head and neck with your hands, and stay still. Black bears are less likely to attack if they think you're not a threat. Remember, knowing the difference between bear species and their behavior can be crucial in a bear encounter. Lost in the woods? You might have heard that moss always grows on the north side of trees, providing a handy navigation tool. While it's true that moss prefers shady and moist environments, relying solely on moss for navigation can lead you astray. Moss growth can be influenced by various factors, including sunlight, humidity, tree species, and even the surrounding terrain. While moss might be more prevalent on the north side of trees in the northern hemisphere, it doesn't mean it's a foolproof compass. In dense forests, sunlight might be scarce, causing moss to grow on all sides of a tree. Similarly, in drier climates, moss might be less abundant, making it an unreliable indicator. Instead of relying on this mossy myth, familiarize yourself with other navigation techniques like using a compass, reading the stars, or observing the sun's position. Remember, in a survival situation, relying on multiple navigation methods is always wiser than depending on a single, potentially misleading clue. We've all heard it. Boiling water makes it safe to drink. While it's true that boiling water at a rolling boil for a sufficient amount of time can kill most harmful bacteria and viruses, it's not a foolproof method for making all water sources safe. Boiling water effectively eliminates biological contaminants, but it doesn't remove chemical pollutants like heavy metals, pesticides, or industrial waste. If you're near an industrial area or suspect chemical contamination, boiling alone won't make the water safe. Additionally, boiling might not remove physical contaminants like dirt, debris, or parasites. In such cases, filtering the water through a cloth, using a water purifier, or even constructing a makeshift sand filter can help remove these impurities. Remember, while boiling water is a crucial step in water purification, it's not the be-all and end-all. Imagine this. You're caught in a powerful rip current, the ocean pulling you away from the shore. Your instinct might be to swim directly back to the beach, fighting against the current with all your might. But hold on. That's a common mistake that could lead to exhaustion and even drowning. Rip currents are powerful channels of water that flow perpendicular to the shoreline. Swimming directly against them is like trying to run up a down escalator. It's incredibly difficult and tiring. Instead of battling the current head-on, swim parallel to the shore. Rip currents are typically narrow, and swimming sideways will help you break free from their pull. Once you're out of the current, you can swim diagonally back to the shore. Remember, in a rip current, stay calm, conserve your energy, and swim smart. Don't let your instincts lead to exhaustion. Lost in the desert, parched and desperate, you stumble upon a giant cactus. You've heard tales of travelers quenching their thirst with cactus water, so you grab your knife ready to tap into this desert oasis. But hold on, not all cacti are created equal, and this seemingly life-saving plant could do more harm than good. While some barrel cactus varieties contain drinkable fluids, many other cacti, especially those with milky sap, are toxic and can cause severe digestive issues, vomiting, and dehydration. Attempting to extract water from the wrong cactus can leave you sicker and more dehydrated than before. If you're unsure about a cactus's safety, it's best to err on the side of caution and avoid consuming its fluids. Instead, focus on finding alternative water sources, signaling for help, and conserving your energy. Remember, in a survival situation, it's always better to be safe than sorry. So there you have it, folks, 10 deadly survival myths debunked. Remember, surviving the wild is all about knowledge, preparation, and staying calm under pressure. Don't let these common misconceptions catch you off guard. If you found this video helpful, hit that like button and subscribe to Listopia for more awesome content. And be sure to share your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. Have you ever encountered any of these myths in real life? Let's start a conversation. Until next time, stay safe, stay informed, and always be prepared to survive.